Hey everybody, what's up? It's Bill Flipper here, and we are doing a video, especially for newcomers, on the pros and cons of FBA versus FBM and why I like both, and why I'm primarily FBA, but I certainly will jump on the FBM wagon if it calls for it. I've been doing a little bit more for going back to school sales, but not as much as I should be. I probably should be doing a little more. But so we're gonna go on just the pros and cons. I'm gonna kind of jump all over the place, but something to think about, especially if you're new or thinking about, you're midway and you're looking to scale, and you've heard that FBM is a big thing to do in fourth quarter, which is definitely true. So here we go. Um, okay, the main difference is, okay, FBA is if you're brand new. FBM is if you're similar to eBay, you get the order, you package it, you prep it, you store it, you ship it yourself. Plus side, much lower fees. Also faster cash turnover. FBA, Amazon handles everything, but it takes longer for your products to become available. So if I buy a brand new t-shirt in Kohl's and I can flip it, I can list it immediately FBM. Well, let's say I got the hot new toy for Christmas. I can list it immediately FBM, sell it and get my cash back. I'm not sure the interval, but like in 2 to 4 weeks. But then I ship it myself. Now with FBA, Amazon handles all that. The fees will be much higher. So FBM can be really good for items that are like, it doesn't have to necessarily be, but your preferable item is under a pound. You can think, like I said, things that are under a pound, um, they would have to be a certain price. Like you can't really be selling something for $12 because even at $4 shipping, you would have to be getting it close to zero. The fees, like I said, are much lower FBM, but you have to store it. You have to deal with the customer returns, processing them. So those are the upsides. But again, the reason it's so popular in fourth quarter is because people ship the stuff in FBA, they sell out. And then when they sell out, let's say you get a really hot item. You buy 15 of it and then it's out of stock. And then they restock and you sell all your stuff in FBA. Well, you can FBM it as everyone's selling out FBA, and you'll start getting the buy box and getting those sales. And as long as it's like before Christmas or before whatever holiday it is, you will usually get the buy box. And again, if it's under a pound, this is great for a t-shirt or all those different Nike apparel. They're under a pound and you bought them for $15, $10 and you're selling them for 35. Think of those types of items. And I have shipped bigger things. You get pretty good rates on Amazon partner carrier shipping. So I'm going to look at the other up and down sides. I have notes here. Again, the downside with FBA, which I certainly like, you got the higher fees. You don't really have control of the inventory, as in, like, if I ship it myself, I know how to ship it, so it's like carefully done. It's carefully packaged. And FBA, I've noticed like very slow check-in times. So the price can really crash by the time it gets in there, let's say. So, I buy it, it takes a day or two to process, or you mail it to your prep center, they get it out. Amazon to process it, and then they'll ship it throughout the country. So let's say you send in 10 items, they might say 3 to the West Coast, 3 to the East Coast, and 4 to the middle of the country for 10 items. And by the time it gets there, drastic things can happen to the price, especially if people found it, jump on. But if you sell at FBM, you're getting that current day price. But like I said, it's very popular for the Q4, the very fast turnaround. Let's see. Another cool thing is it doesn't affect the storage restrictions. You'll see that come up in Q4. I've never really had an issue with that in Q4. Maybe I just didn't hit the limits, but people have problems with storage, And like I said, if you sell something for 10 and you had to do a test buy, you're like, I'm not really sure, the rank's kind of weird or whatever, there's no rank, and you sell out right away, you can run out to the store and you can really guesstimate also with FBM, because if you sell 10 in one day, you're like, okay, I know I can run out and get more. If you send in an FBA and it takes a month to process and you sell it in one day, now there's that whole month in between of you not re-upping, you not going to get more product. And so it's definitely something to think about. I think it's a really good idea for new people just to start out FBM because you can get the vibe of it, you can get the feel. Another thing is you can list it on you could list 10, you buy 10 products, you list 3 on Amazon, you list 3 on eBay, you keep some back. If you do cross listing, you want to I always like to have some for eBay or something and some for Amazon. I don't list 10 on both because if 10 sell out immediately and you get 3 sales on eBay, now you're canceling a bunch of orders and that can really ding your account. So, there's nothing wrong with cross listing, but I like to be very careful with the inventory. The last thing you want to do is be canceling orders. That's horrible for everybody, and that's horrible for your account, and that's definitely horrible for the customer experience. It turns out they have to reorder the item and all that nonsense. So that is basically my opinion. So FBM, I certainly recommend it. You'll get your cash back faster. You can better understand the velocity. Um, and you'll get your cash back way faster, and it becomes, because of the velocity in Q4 that you'll see, that's where it really can really improve, because usual listing, maybe they get 200 sales a month. By Q4 it might be 600, 700 sales a month. So when those people sell out FBA, and also, this is very important. You're going to understand. You'll see it soon. Black Friday sales, you can't usually get it in time for Q4. So you can't get it in time. So you buy some Black Friday. It's close. Like if you ship it in, it should be processed by the time it would be shipped ready for Christmas, but it's going to be close. But if you get those like 50%, 60% off sales on Black Friday, and you merchant fulfill them, you'll be able and comfortably to buy them, process them, and do all those types of things. Like I said, I'm planning on doing a lot FBM. I'll be doing it a lot more, and it's great for when the sales velocity is just so high. And a lot of things can happen. Like if you ship it into FBA, things can go. Now, this is not a reason not to do it, but let's be honest, things can get lost, things can get damaged, things can get miscounted. You do have so much more control FBM. So that's all I have for today. I'll be uploading a lot more videos. Like I said, usually when my son's visiting his mother, I do a lot more videos. When he's here, he's kind of like a crazy time. He's 6 years old, so less videos get made. But we'll be making more together because we've been getting a lot. The new Lego sets are out, so I think those sales are basically done. But about twice a year, and you can check other stores. Um, Lego sets go on sale, so last season's become they're not retired yet, but they're put off shelves. So if you don't understand Legos really quick, they have a lifespan. I forget what it is. Some are 18 months, some are 36 months. And when they get retired, depending on the, Star Wars likability, they can really go up in price. And listen, I'm going to tell people something. This is a common thing, and it's happened to me too. Don't buy items in Q4. This is my experience. Don't buy items in Q4 that you think will go out of stock to go up. People do it. People do it successfully. I get it. I think it's not the worst idea. But if they're not out of stock, Amazon, don't buy. Like so many people buy Star Wars Legos. Amazon's in stock, and they're trying to hit the 2-day period where Amazon's out of stock and they're going to sell it for 75% ROI. It's Q4. Go buy a ton of cake mix at 50-60% ROI. Why are you so many times, and I've done it. Like I said, I'm so guilty of this. And what happens is, for 4 sets it works on, you get your 50-60% ROI. For 4 sets you break even, and for 4 sets you lose. I mean, it's completely a waste of capital at that time. Now, there's lots of sets that are exclusive, maybe to Lego.com only, or if you've never seen Amazon the listing, you'll see exclusive sets, exclusive to Walmart, exclusive to Target. Then by all means, jump on those listings. They usually, a lot of those all year long, they're break even. But then when Q4 comes, the price steadily rises because they're usually pretty limited. And what I mean by that is you can't just buy a ton of them. You don't have the access. You can't like go on Walmart.com. You can buy, but like the Lego.com ones are usually restricted. If you go on Lego.com, and people use multiple accounts to get around it, but still, how many accounts are you going to do if you're limited to 3 to 5 of a set? So Legos are great. For Christmas, but you really have to watch. My opinion is, don't ever buy something under the theory or hypothesis that Amazon's going to go out of stock. I mean, unless you see them constantly going out of stock. But I mean, people buy them and they're like, well, they went out of stock on this Marvel Lego last year. So they'll go out this year. And it's like, well, wouldn't Amazon just order more if they know there's a chance they'll go out of stock? I mean, it is completely pointless and it is a pitfall that falls many people. And there are tons of toys you can flip. They'll be out of stock. I mean, if you look at some of the very, very, very hot toys, they'll be out of stock in November. They're out of stock in November, and you have all November and December to be merchant fulfilling or selling it. And toys do really good for merchant fulfilling, especially if they're the light ones. Think dolls, think action figures, all those types of things. They're great for merchant fulfilling, and the prices just go crazy. So that's all I have for today. If you have an idea for a video, and there's some affiliate links down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers. We're at 432, but I believe in the process. If you have any ideas for videos, things I should comment on, other things I can do, to help out, to make a video on the topic, please let me know in the comments below. Everybody have a great day, a great rest of your weekend. Thank you. Bye.